The movie starts in a winery in Seattle where a couple, Patrick and Adeline, are enjoying a romantic moment. Patrick surprises Adeline with a proposal, which she happily accepts. However, Patrick's photographer, Nico, calls to say he missed capturing the proposal. Frustrated, Patrick agrees to redo it. While Nico tries to get the shot, a masked killer known as Heart Eyes suddenly appears and stabs him through the face. Patrick and Adeline, unaware of the danger, continue celebrating. Things quickly take a dark turn when Patrick answers a phone call and Heart Eyes shoots an arrow through his head. Adeline, horrified, screams and runs for her life. She dodges several arrows and hides briefly, but then receives a phone call from Heart Eyes. Angry, she yells at him, which reveals her location. Heart Eyes shoots her in the foot, injuring her. She limps through the building, where the killer murders a security guard. Adeline hides again, but Heart Eyes finds her and locks her in a crushing machine, killing her. A few weeks later, news of the Heart Eyes killer spreads quickly. He is known for targeting couples around Valentine's Day and has already terrorized other cities, including Boston. The police issue warnings for couples to stay home. Meanwhile, in a nearby coffee shop, ad designer Ally McCabe is getting coffee with her best friend and coworker, Monica. They are about to leave when Ally bumps into a charming stranger, Jay Simmons. They have a brief conversation about ordering the same coffee, but things get awkward when Ally accidentally bumps into him twice, giving him a bloody nose. Embarrassed, she rushes to work. As she leaves, Jay hears a news report about Heart Eyes and a police warning for couples. At work, Ally's boss, Crystal Kane, criticizes her perfume ad featuring doomed couples like Romeo and Juliet, calling it insensitive due to the recent murders. Crystal then introduces Jay as the company's new hire, brought in to help improve the ad campaign. Meanwhile, detectives Zeke Hobbs and Janine Shaw investigate the murders of Patrick and Adeline. They find Adeline's wedding ring and the crushing machine used to kill her. Shaw suspects the murders are part of Heart Eyes' twisted obsession with killing couples in brutal ways. Back at the office, Ally confronts Crystal for embarrassing her in front of the team. Afterward, Jay invites Ally to dinner, saying it's strictly for work. She agrees. Later, Monica takes Ally shopping for a new outfit. They discuss Ally checking up on her ex, which Monica finds strange. Ally explains she's just surprised he moved on so quickly. She also mentions her upcoming dinner with Jay, which motivates Monica to help her pick out a new outfit. That evening, Ally arrives at the restaurant to meet Jay. Security guards scan her for weapons, explaining they are taking extra precautions due to the Heart Eyes murders. Jay and Ally meet later at dinner, where they have a conversation about love. Jay shares that he still believes in love and hopes to find the right person, while Ally, bitter and cynical, reveals she's still upset after her ex-boyfriend Colin moved on so quickly with his new girlfriend Sienna. The conversation turns awkward, ruining their night, and Jay leaves. Ally runs after him to apologize, and in a spur-of-the-moment decision, she kisses him just as Colin and Sienna arrive. To avoid embarrassment, Ally pretends she and Jay are dating. Colin and Sienna mention they were supposed to be on a double date with Patrick and Adeline, not knowing the couple had been killed. As they all part ways, Heart Eyes watches from a distance. Jay offers Ally a ride home. When they reach her apartment, Ally realizes she lost her keys. Motivated by the driver's earlier comment to ask Ally out, Jay offers to help her break in. Unfortunately, he cuts his hand on the glass, and Ally takes him inside to treat his injury. While cleaning his wound, they talk, and tension builds between them. However, just as Ally hides some personal items in her closet, Heart Eyes suddenly appears. He attacks them, and Jay nearly gets stabbed. Ally smashes a lamp over Heart Eyes' head, giving them a chance to escape. They lock the door, but Heart Eyes stabs through it and kills the driver outside. Ally tells Jay that Heart Eyes targets couples, and since they aren't really a couple, he shouldn't be after them. But the killer doesn't care. They flee to a nearby park. Heart Eyes catches up, knocks Jay out, and grabs Ally at a carousel. Ally manages to kick him off and escape until the police arrive. Detective Hobbs declares that Heart Eyes has been captured. Ally finds Jay in the back of a police car, but Hobbs and Shaw believe Jay is the killer due to circumstantial evidence. Ally insists they're wrong. At the station, Jay is questioned about the murders, which frustrates him. Meanwhile, Ally runs into David, an IT guy who recognizes her from a dating app. He flirts with her, but she says it's not the best time since she's being chased by a killer. David leaves, saying they should celebrate because Hard Eyes was caught. Ally tries to find the station clerk but can't, so she arms herself with a flagpole just in case the killer returns. Shaw and the clerk eventually find Ally holding the flag. They start talking, but the lights suddenly go out. Shaw goes to check the issue, and the clerk is killed by Hard Eyes using the same flagpole Ally had. Realizing the killer is still loose, Ally runs. Hard Eyes, who can see in the dark, begins hunting her. Shaw is knocked out, and Hobbs is killed with a machete. Hard Eyes tries to attack Jay, but Ally arrives just in time to free him. They run outside, where a car speeds toward Ally, but Jay saves her. The two flee to a park filled with couples. Hard Eyes kills a man on his way to get them. Ally and Jay hide in a van occupied by an eccentric couple who think Jay and Ally are role-playing. While the couple have their special moment, Ally and Jay open up to each other. Ally shares how her parents had a happy marriage until her father passed away, which deeply affected her mom. She apologizes for being harsh earlier. The couple in the back seat gets too loud, drawing Hard Eyes' attention. He kills both of them by shoving a tire iron through their mouths. Ally and Jay run for their lives as Hard Eyes begins slaughtering more people. Chaos erupts, and everyone flees in terror. Realizing that the killer will never stop hunting them, Ally and Jay decide to end it once and for all. They grab the tire iron and confront Hard Eyes. A brutal fight ensues. Ally hits him over the head with a propane tank, but Hard Eyes grabs her by the neck. Jay stabs him with a machete, finally bringing him down. After the fight, Ally, shaken by the blood on her face, vomits near Hard Eyes' corpse. Jay removes the killer's mask, revealing that he was a random man named Eli. Medics arrive shortly after to treat Ally and Jay. Before leaving, Jay gives Ally his number in case she wants to reconnect. Detective Shaw offers Jay a ride to the airport, where he's heading for a friend's wedding. Back home, Ally calls Monica and confesses that she regrets how things ended with Jay because she started to fall for him. Monica encourages her to go to the airport and tell him how she feels before it's too late. Motivated, Ally rushes to the airport and calls out for Jay, but she can't find him. Suddenly her phone rings. It's an unknown number, the real Hard Eyes. He's very much alive and reveals that he has captured Jay. He orders Ally to meet him at a nearby chapel, or Jay will die. Ally arrives at the chapel to find Jay tied up, with Hard Eyes waiting. In a shocking twist, the real Hard Eyes is revealed to be David, the IT guy Ally met earlier. Even more surprising, his accomplice is Detective Shaw. They are a twisted couple with a fetish for hunting and killing couples, and Eli was just a fanboy who wanted in on the murders. David and Shaw take turns bragging about which murders they committed. David killed the driver outside Ally's apartment, while Eli was the one hiding in her closet. Shaw gives Ally a gun with one bullet and orders her to choose, kill herself or Jay. Ally takes the gun, turns to Jay, and tearfully confesses that she developed real feelings for him that night. In a daring move, she shoots Jay in the shoulder, causing the bullet to ricochet and hit Shaw in the stomach. Furious, David attacks them, and they flee. David catches up with Jay, but Jay uses a weapon to defend himself. He shoots an arrow through David's right eye, sending him screaming and stumbling into a cluster of lit candles, which ignite him. Meanwhile, Shaw continues to battle Ally. Shaw tries to finish her off, but Ally stabs Shaw in the neck with a metal straw and pushes her into a statue of Saint Valentine. The statue's sword impales Shaw, killing her gruesomely. David, still alive and burning, lunges at them one last time, but Jay fires a final arrow into his head, ending him for good. 1 year later, Ally and Jay have become a couple and are now the creative leads behind their company's most successful campaign. They return to the same drive-in theater where they fought Hard Eyes. Jay asks Ally if she would consider moving in with him. Instead, Ally surprises him by pulling out a ring and proposing marriage. Jay accepts, and the two share a passionate kiss, ready to start their new life together.